Hello everybody, my name is Hunter Williamson and I'm going to be discussing how airports affect water quality mainly through de-icing operations and stormwater runoff. So what's the problem? Airports have the monumental task of transporting both people and cargo in an efficient and timely manner. Airlines run a tight schedule and cannot afford to miss a flight due to weather conditions, and this is especially true during winter and the holiday season. The main issue is ice buildup on aircraft, which causes performance to decrease and weight to increase. The buildup of ice can cause weight to exceed manufacturer design limits depending on the location and amount of ice. Aircraft must apply de-icing fluid to the exterior of the plane to prevent the buildup of ice, and we will talk about that operation further in the next slide. The most common chemicals used for de-icing airplanes are ethylene and propylene glycol. These chemicals are not known to be hazardous even if accidentally ingested by humans, but the issue arises during storms when water runoff is mixed with leftover chemicals. These chemicals are then swept away by the water, either into a nearby water source or then seeped into the ground, which then contaminates groundwater. Glycol and its additives are known to deplete oxygen as it breaks down in water. This damages the aquatic environment around it, and studies have also shown that glycol is able to change the physical and chemical properties and even causing low-grade illnesses like fevers to humans. There are a vast number of solutions to this issue. However, small regional airports cannot build the same infrastructure as large international airports can. There's an issue with land availability and funding. Most airports can apply for grant money, especially if the project is environmentally concerned. It is important to consider regulations for projects environmentally related, especially if it's going to be funded by the government. It is important to consider NEPA, or the National Environmental Policy Act, which requires grant takers to create an environmental impact statement, or more commonly known as an EIS. The statement is publicly released, and the opinion of the public is also gathered for the final draft. It is sent as a proposal to a federal agency and waits for approval. The Clean Water Act also prohibits the dumping of chemicals into navigable waters of the U.S. For larger airports, recommendations are having a wastewater facility on or near the field to easily treat, recycle, or dispose of wastewater. Lots of airports build a specific area where aircraft can get de-iced. These facilities usually both apply and collect unused fluid. Small airports can instead find better uses of space and funds allocated. Regional airports will usually have a recovery pad which is located close to the takeoff area. This pad is where de-icing fluid is applied and collected, but is less efficient to its larger counterparts. The airport can also contract a service company to handle the de-icing operations, as they handle the application, collections, and disposal of chemicals within environmental regulations. This makes the whole process easier for the airport. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something from this quick presentation, and remember to fly safe.